Stephen and Marcus were born in the same city, at the same hospital, and even attended the same primary school, but their lives couldn't have been more different. Stephen grew up in wealth. His father owned several businesses, and Stephen was used to getting anything he wanted without ever thinking twice. When he turned 25, his father handed him a huge inheritance, enough money for most people to retire forever. Marcus, on the other hand, grew up in a tiny one-room apartment with a leaking ceiling and a hard-working mother who sold bread on the streets. He didn't inherit anything except a determination to never live the same life he grew up in. Despite their different backgrounds, they somehow became friends, mostly because Marcus admired success and Stephen was amused by Marcus's hunger for it. One evening, they met at a quiet restaurant. Stephen was sipping expensive wine, while Marcus drank water because he couldn't afford anything else. "Bro," Marcus said seriously, "I'm done living like this. I need a plan, a real formula to escape poverty." Stephen smirked. "Plan? I don't need a plan. I already have money." "But money without discipline disappears," Marcus replied. Stephen brushed him off. "Relax, I'm rich. Nothing can ever shake me." But Marcus didn't argue. Instead, he shared a simple formula he had been studying for months: save before spending. Learn skills that increase your value. Invest consistently, even in small amounts. Live below your means, even when income increases. Marcus followed these rules like his life depended on it. Stephen ignored them like they were jokes. Years passed. Marcus worked 3 jobs, saved 20% regardless of how small it was, learned digital marketing from free courses, and eventually got clients online. His reputation grew, his skills sharpened, and slowly, his income multiplied. Every month, he invested small at first, then larger as he earned more. Stephen, however, spent like a king. New cars, expensive trips, lavish parties, bad investments driven by greed and impatience. He believed his wealth was endless, but then things changed. One of Stephen's big investments crashed. Another business got sued, debts began to pile up. The cars got repossessed, and the parties stopped because suddenly, no one wanted to hang around a man whose money had evaporated. He tried to reach for his inheritance, but it was nearly gone. Meanwhile, Marcus bought land, started a real estate business, invested in mutual funds, built multiple income streams. He upgraded his life slowly but steadily, never rushed, never bragged, never wasted. 10 years passed. Marcus arrived at a high-end investment conference as a guest speaker. He wore a well-fitted suit and walked with calm confidence. As he stepped outside during a break, he saw a familiar man sitting alone on a bench, hair messy, clothes old, face tired. "Stephen," Marcus approached gently. "Stephen, is that you?" Stephen looked up, shame flooding his eyes. "You made it," he whispered. "And I lost everything." Marcus sat beside him. "Remember the formula I shared?" he asked. Stephen nodded slowly. "I thought I was too rich to need it. And I thought I was too poor to survive without it," Marcus replied. Stephen swallowed hard. "Do you think it's too late for me to start over?" Marcus smiled. "It's never too late, but you have to start. You can't live on the memory of old money. You must build new money." Stephen looked down at his hands that once held everything, now holding nothing. And for the first time, he understood. Wealth isn't about how much you have. It's about how much you keep, grow, and control. Marcus stood up, offering his hand. "Let's rebuild your life," he said. Stephen took it. Sometimes, the richest man becomes poor, and the poorest man becomes rich. All because of the choices they made when life gave them the chance.